you treat your friends like family and your family like friends. B. Kandhari Realtors Entering Development launches Khushi World on full completion with K18 Belmondo and Ariston. Sophisticated, ultra-luxurious residential towers. Come, discover a life of leisure. Khushi World, a B. Kandhari venture. Home, where you treat your friends like family and your family like friends. B. Kandhari.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We once again welcome you all to MCS 8. This is all important day 6. And we are live with match number 1. Sapphire taking on Kandhari Kings. This is a knockout match for both the teams. The team who wins will qualify for the quarterfinals. This is the all important day. 5 matches coming up today.
Realtors Entering Development launches Khushi World on full completion with K18 Belmondo and Ariston. Sophisticated, ultra-luxurious.
To the quarterfinals, this is the important league day, the last day of the league stage, and we have match number 1 coming up. I've got Mr. Balram with me for the toss. MCS is the call from Kandhari Kings, and MCS 8 it is.
Well, we'll choose to bowl first, and this track has been a bowling friendly track. We've seen big chases happen over here, so once we know a good target, we can structure our batting lineup. We've got a deep batting, so I think bowling first, making them to a lesser total, and then chasing it possible will be the key.
And what do you think is a good target for Kandhari Kings to chase it down?
Oh, well, we have batting potential, so I think any target is a good target for us to chase, because we made 104. We were the first team to, cross the 100 mark barrier. Obviously, then Rensal came and did it against us, but we have deep batting, and I think any target can be chased in this ground.
All right, all the very best for this all important game. Asif, you guys have lost the toss. I'm sure you guys wanted to field as well.
Yeah, I wanted to bowl first, but it's okay, just not our day. So we'll give our best in batting.
All right, important match coming up. You need to put in a good total in front of Kandhari Kings. They are a very big batting lineup, as Arjun said. So what do you think is a good target?
We just need to stick to our basic, just play the 8 overs. Me and Zed, anyone, we have to stick till the end. And anything above 90 is going to be difficult for them to chase.
All right, all the very best. Wish you luck. So, important match coming up, like a pre-quarterfinals for both the teams. Sapphire taking on Kandhari Kings. Kandhari Kings have won the toss, elected to field. Live match coming your way in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Hello, check, hello. Hello, check, hello. Hello, check, hello. hello, check, hello, hello, check.
Check. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mumbai Cricket Stars Season 8, brought to you by IBJA Gold, powered by Living Liquids, and supported by B. Kandhari Properties and Neton. So it's a big day coming up for everyone. As you can all see, it is the last day for all of us in terms of the playoffs or the league matches. And from tomorrow, there's going to be a different battle that we're going to start. But today's battle is going to be very important because here we're going to get all our quarterfinal list. So let's get ready for this exhausting day of cricket. But at the same time, it is going to be an exciting day of cricket because we're going to see some amazing matches coming up. And trust me, the entertainment is going to increase a level up high. So are you ready? I am ready for the match. Let's go back and see the live action. Thank you. So the first match that is coming up, so Sapphire Constructions versus Kandhari Kings. A big match coming up here. Of course, Kandhari Kings, as you can see, they're getting ready for the fielding here. And yes, we're going to have our two favorite openers from Sapphire Construction. That is going to be Abhishek, and we'll have to wait. So as you can see, Abhishek already taking the charge of the ground here. And yes, Kandhari Kings all set with their fielding arrangements. And in just a few moments, few seconds that we are away from this live action, the big match that is coming up, Sapphire Constructions versus Kandhari Kings. Here we also have my dear friend also, Mr. Arjun Kandhari. And all the umpires are set for this big day. The last day of these league matches that are coming up. We'll be giving you a lot of live updates, a lot of exciting contests also going on our social media handles. So do not forget to follow us on Instagram as well as Facebook, because for the ones who are not playing, but they're still an equal part of this tournament, and that's the reason you need to follow our social media handles, Mumbai Cricket Stars, on Facebook and Instagram, for the live updates, for the live feeds, for a lot of interesting stories that are put up on Instagram handles as well as Facebook. There are a lot of exciting contests that are happening, and you get a chance to win a lot of exciting prizes. So do keep following us on our social media. As you can see now, the ground is getting set, all friends coming up together, but inside the ground, and when the match starts, it's always a competition standing in front of you. So an exciting day of cricket, as I promised you, is going to start in just a few seconds as we all wait for this big day. It's been a wonderful 5 days journey of this Mumbai Cricket Stars Season 8, and now here we are on the day 6th, where the matches, the excitement, the entertainment, the close encounters are just going to double up, and it will just keep on increasing. So now we have both the openers out here. So Salman and Abhishek, as always, the openers that are there in the crease. And we can see a lot of excitement already catching up, everyone in their dugout, just waiting for the final moments for this match to start up. I welcome each and everyone, the ones who are tuned into us on YouTube as well as the cable channels. We are all live here from the Aether Turf Park, Juhu. And as you can see, Yash Babani is all set to bowl the very first ball. So as we now start, we already see a lot of attacking fielding out here. We see Shiraz at the silly point region. So there it is, the live actions to start in just a fraction of seconds here. Yash Babani already rolling the ball in his hands. Salman all ready to take the strike. And it all begins here with a huge lot of applause. Everyone, let's go. Good shot there on the very first ball. A powerful hit on the middle of the bat brings back Abhishek on strike. So that will be his first ball of this day today. Abhishek, Yash Babani going right around the wicket, rolling the ball, using his wrist to the maximum. Dharmesh Panchal charging on the ball. It's no run out here. The second one being a dot ball. Again, changes into the field. This one's in the air and that will fall in the declare area. So 2 runs already up for Sapphire. As you can see, Bhavik standing at the mid-off region. He's been an absolute wonderful mastermind behind all these field settings. The man who made all the difference yesterday, Sanket Shetty, being in the deep, got a superb match yesterday, and where Sanket Shetty got the man of the match as well. Brings back Salman on strike. This time it's a much flatter hit. But no run on that occasion because the ball was hit with a lot of power. And before you could realize, the ball had already reached the fielder there. In the air this time, what a wonderful strike, and that will be a big one, a big sixer coming up. 9 runs already on the board and a sixer to end that over. Good start by Sapphire Construction as they realized that if this team had hit a century yesterday, we got to score a lot of runs here. We cannot be scoring a 60 or a 70 odd runs, but we need to take on the bowling right from the first ball, because they have the equal potentials of batting it out and chasing very well. So Sapphire Construction seems to be all ready with a score in the mind, and of course that score will be somewhere around 90, 100. The way they've started, let's see, will they be consistent in getting those runs, getting those sixes, getting those boundaries. So now it is Puneet. Earlier we saw Faisal taking the stance here, taking the bowling end, but then it was changed to in the air. Is it a wrong shot? And Abhishek loses his wicket. Wicket falling down. So an early wicket, very first ball, Puneet picks up a wicket here. Preet Kumar, sorry. So Preet taking a wicket on the very first ball. That will bring in the skyscraper Mr. Altaf on the crease. And this is where now things changes with 1 wicket falling down. Abhishek was looking good. A couple of balls that he hit for declare zones were very confident. And this time the ball hitting the leg. But will also convert that into a run, a quick single. And that's going to be a leg by as well. Is it a dead ball? It is a dead ball. So no run counted, no ball counted. This one's in the air and straight in the hands of Sanket there. Wicket number 2, Altaf will have to take the walk back to the dugout. And 2 early wickets. First it was Abhishek, then it was Altaf trying to hit on a shorter delivery. Straight in the hands of Sanket. He makes no mistake, and that will bring in Asif to the crease. So Asif is the new man joining Salman. Salman has already hit 1-6. He's looking good in the center. Now it's all will boil down to how they pick up the innings from here. They had a good start. Of course, Salman with that sixer. But now the competition, the challenge is going to increase at every ball, at every situation, every over. And you got to be prepared for that as well. So Salman on strike again. A bit of a changes into the fielding here. And he goes for one more, and that is a wonderful flat hit straight down the ground, and that will be a sixer as well. So 2 sixes already on his name. 15 is the score now. That will be a wide ball. Preet trying to put more on the legs, trying to deliver that. One more. What a start, what a gorgeous start by Salman here. He seems to be practicing for a lot of sixes coming up like this. Good start there, 22 already, and there it is, 22 for 2. So it's 222 on the scoreboard as well. Well, that is a very good comeback. The ball staying a bit low outside the off stump. Again trying to hit across the line, but this time Preet escapes, and that will be an end of the second over. And look at that, 22 for 2 in just 2 overs. So it's all about 2 on the scorecard. Pretty exciting. So even the scoreboard giving us a bit of a story is here for our Instagram handle. And Kazim taking a quick photograph. So Asif now on strike. That will bring in Dharmesh Panchal. So they've more or less keeping the bowling order similar to what it was yesterday. And we can see Dharmesh now will be going right and round the wicket for Asif. Now again there is going to be a right hand left hand batsman combination that will be interesting to watch at this point in time, because it's a first match. Every ball as the batsman rotates the strike, and now it's right-hander batsman on strike, then we're going to have left-hander. So that is the challenge for the bowler as well, because he has to change the fielding, he has to change his line and length, he has to be more precise on what he's bowling. A quick single converted into 2 runs here. And that is the beauty of Asif. Loves to play long innings, loves to build the innings slowly, gradually. And on the loose balls, he would also love to hit big sixes. That is a very bad delivery, and that will travel all the way for a big sixer. Shiraz has no chance here. He can only be a spectator. And that will be an added advantage, because that will also give Asif a chance of a free hit, a license to hit anywhere in this ground without any fear. This time it's a better delivery, and brings another twist in the tail, because Salman here is run out. He was in a hurry to get back to the strike. but the call from Asif was always a no because there was never a run here, and it's a big blow to Sapphire because Salman was playing some amazing knocks with 3 sixes to his name. That will bring in Shoaib to the crease. So it's a new man, Shoaib, now coming to the crease. Well, that is a good delivery here, trying to flick that one, but not quite getting the hold of it. Completed a single though. So Shoaib on strike now. Nicely bowled, looking for that block hole line. Wonderful bowling out here. 32 already on the scoreboard for the loss of 3 wickets. There's a third over that has started. And just 2 deliveries in that now remaining. In the air, and Sanket Rathod takes a brilliant catch in the long on reach, and 1 more wicket falling down, and a big one. Shoaib, who could have been dangerous if he would have stuck to the crease, but a low height delivery. Shoaib tried to pick that one, but landed up straight in the hands of Sanket. So that brings in a new man into the crease. So Rohit Panchal now coming to the center. And a dot to end that delivery. Good throw there by Nihal, and Fa making no mistake. A good over by Dharmesh. 32 on the scoreboard, and there it is, the big over, the monster over, brought to you by B. Kandari Properties and Niton. So there it is, Bhavik Joshi, the specialist for this monster over, comes into the crease to bowl this one. Bit of a changes here, and I can see already an aggressive field setup. 2 fielders on the deep, Shiraz and Yash Babani. Then you have Faisal standing at the mid-on region. You have Preet standing at the mid-off region. You have far behind the stumps, you have Dharmesh Panchal at the point region. You have Nihal on the short square leg region. You have Sanket who's come up short mid-on again. In the covers you have Arjun Kandhari. A nicely field set up here. So here it is, the monster over, very first delivery. Nicely swept again. The umpires almost had to jump so that he does not comes in the way of that ball. And there it is. You can even watch us live on Instagram. The live action, as you can see, Rohit at the striker's end. In the air again, almost coming to the commentary box. And again, our umpire people had to almost duck down so that he doesn't get in the middle where the throw is coming from. So good start by Bhavik. That's a good strike again. Good carpet drive towards Shiraz, who is standing at the long off region. Again a single, 3 on 3. But as it is a monster over, that gets doubled up. So 6 on 3. 38 now the score. That's a good defense. The ball was shooted right on the middle stump. Bit of a good line where the ball is moving towards the off stump and the middle stump. The batsman only had a choice to defend on that one. Again, came early on the ball, came very early on the ball. He thought that the ball will reach when he's swinging the bat, but completely missing out on this one. 2 dots already. Again, straight in the hands of the fielder there, and bit of a misfield here, and it was a good chance of getting a wicket on the very last ball. Not really happy is Bhavik Joshi. It was a very riskier run. So Nikhil coming late on the ball, and bit of a misfield here as well. So end of 4 overs, and it is again, look at the scoreboard, 40 for 4 in 4 overs. Today it seems to be a number game out here on the scoreboard as well. So now it's Nihal coming at the bowling's end. That is again pulled away on the onside. Yash collects the ball. Easy run for Rohit there. Quick single brings back Asif on strike. That is a good strike again towards the covers region. Quick single here. And is a wonderful strike straight down the ground by Rohit for a beautiful sixer. Sanket can only be a spectator on that one, or maybe the one to praise that shot. But all he had to do is just look how the ball reaches and travels onto the fence. Sixer. Again trying to hit the similar one. Shiraz and Sanket both coming on the ball. Asif wanting to go for a second one. But a good throw from the deep by Sanket will not allow the batsman to take a second one as well. So only single to satisfy on that one. Quite a premeditated shot. I think Asif was thinking for a reverse sweep, but that it will be a dead ball. This time it's way too wider to this off stump. It's 50 up for Sapphire Construction. Nicely played straight in the hands of Arjun. Only a single to bring that last ball of this over. Just one more delivery of the 5th over that is remaining. Good strike again, a chase for Yash. Good fielding on that occasion, and that will be the end of the 5th over. It will be 52 for the loss of 4 wickets. Check, 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 check. थोड़ा base दे base. Check, 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 check. Hello and welcome everyone to the one and only IBJA Group presents Mumbai Cricket Stars Season 8. And Shiraz, welcome with a sixer here. Short length in the range of the swing of the bat, and Rohit, number 2 on his name, the sixer. And this time he will take the revenge. Wicket falling down, and a reply by the bowler, giving an easy full toss to go for one more. But this time it is not the batsman's luck, and straight catch in the hands of Sanket Rathod. So one more wicket falling down. It is 58 for the loss of 5 wickets. The 6th over is on. The battle is on. All the matches that you're going to witness today, it's a do and die situation, because tomorrow we enter the quarterfinals gate, and slowly every gate is going to open to that gorgeous looking trophy, which is specially brought from Italy. Who's going to hold that one? Nicely tapped on the offside. Ends up in the declare zone. Zaid Chunawala, the new batsman, already off the mark on the very first ball. Another talented batsman we have here in the turf. This time straight in the hands of Preet, and that will allow him to take a run. Bit of a misfield here, and every misfield is going to cost in some or the other way. Shiraz clearly not at all happy. There was no run on that ball, but they converted that into a single. That is a good strike again, misfield by Faisal this time, and that will land up to a boundary. He's not at all happy because misfields are happening, and for a bowler to bring in his best art of bowling, the fielders has to equally contribute. 64 for 5. That is a good shot once again in the air. But this time he will take an easy second. A good try there by Nihal. And that will be the end of the over. Playing on the average of 11 runs per over. After 6 over, it is 66 for 5. So far coming behind the stumps now. Sanket Rathod at the bowling end. Bit of a changes into the field there. Faisal is brought to covers. Bhavik Joshi is still at the wideish. Now he changes himself now. Brings Nihal to the wideish mid-off region. Bhavik comes to mid-off. Yash Baban is still standing wider to that mid-on area. In the air, and that is going to be a wider and out of the reach of Shiraz. He had to cover a lot of ground, and that was way too wide. And that will be a boundary for Zaid Chunawala. Wonderful scenes out here at the Aether Astro Turf. So now Bhavik Joshi goes to the deep and brings Shiraz on the mid-off region. Faisal again changing the sides. He's come on the onside, standing up pretty closer to the crease here to stop that probable single. That's a power play again. Only one fielder allowed in the deep. White ball by Sanket. And he picks up the gap very well and is hit the Kandari Properties Super 8 board. Well, it's all happening here, as I told you and I promised you. This day is all about exciting moments. And that's one more. First a Super 8 and now a 6. He's having a ball of a time here at the center, Zaid Chunawala. 85 that he takes the score to. One more. Well, it's all smiles for the dugout of Sapphire Construction. They're all happy, they all enjoy. Beautiful discussion here now as the score reaches 91, and exactly when this match started, I was telling that Sapphire Construction realizes that they're playing against Kandari Kings, who've already hit a century yesterday, and they're known to hit high scores and a good batting lineup that they have. So they're going to have the maximum, and that's exactly the plan by Sapphire. A very well left ball, and that's going to be a wide ball as well. One more. Well, I don't know about how hot is there outside, but I can assure you that Zaid is bringing some raining sixes out here. He's made the climate even hotter. And should I just keep on repeating the same thing? One more magnanimous shot that will bring in the scorecard to 104 for the loss of 5 wickets, and what an over. What an over. So one more thing for Zaid. If you hit one more 6, you will get a cash prize of 11,000 as well. In the next ball, in the very next ball. That's a wicket here. So Zaid, if you hit a sixer on this ball, you stand a chance to win 11,000 cash prize. What a match and what a turnout this has been. Sufyan comes to the center, but all the eyes are on Zaid now. That is a wide ball, so he still has a chance. He still has a chance. Oh, he misses this one, but what a show by Zaid. (106), the highest of all. In the air for some time. This is wider, but Sanket coming under the ball. And a soft dismissal here, but I think all the eyes will be on Zaid. 106 for 7. What a show. And what a 7th over that they've had. 4 sixes, 1 8 runs. And 1 boundary for Zaid till now. And this time Faisal picks up a wicket here, but what a brilliant show and what an excellent batting by Zaid. He deserves a standing ovation as he takes a walk back to his dugout. But a wonderful show by Zaid. Absolutely commendable performance, absolutely magnificent performance. And look at the dugout. This is a superb scene out here. Everybody standing to welcome Zaid into this dugout. What a show by him. 4 sixes, 1 super 8 and 1 boundary to his name to change the entire calculations on that scoreboard. The score is 106, the highest of all. And the number 1 match starting with this. What a show. Siddesh now going on the back foot, struggling here for the run. Is that going to be an overthrow? Yes, it is, but Bhavik Joshi covers it up. The call is to go for the third umpire. So we'll have to wait whether Siddesh has made the ground safely or not. It's a wait and watch. Safe with that shot, and that will be the end of his innings as well as the end of first innings. What a last over, but the entire difference was made in that 7th over with those blasting shots by Zaid Chunawala. No stopping was the word, and he went on every ball. We'll be soon back with the live action for the second innings.
Check. Check. So we are moving on to toss number 2 for match number 2 of day 5. I think it's day 6. Day 6. And first match we've seen a big score being set for Kandari Kings. So we'll be back with that chase. In the meanwhile, we're having the toss between Saffron Army and Rensar Titans. We have Ganesh to spin the coin. MCS is the call and IBJA it is. So Saffron has won the toss and elected to.
We'll bowl first.
So you're already
table toppers. So what have you told your team? You want to go out winning the game?
We want to win and we want to remain on top.
All right, all the best for the game. Tyler, I think even you need to win the game to stay on top.
Definitely, yeah. It's a tough game for us. We've been practicing against Saffron for a while, and both of us are pretty good teams. So let's see if we can take it to the top.
All right, all the best for the game. So this is the second match coming up. Wrens are taking on Saffron, and Saffron winning the toss and electing to field first. Both these teams are placed top in their group, so they are playing for 1 and 2. Coming back to the chase, Kandari Kings needs a big target of 107 to survive in this tournament. This is a do or die match for both these teams. Let's see what happens in the chase. Back to live action.
There it is. Now the chase begins for 107 runs. As you can see, Nikhil taking the strike end and Yash Babani on the non-strikers end. We have Altaf at the bowling end who will start the proceedings for Sapphire Construction. So the next match is also going to be interesting between Saffron Army and Rensa Titans. It's one of a match to really witness. So Altaf now starting up, 107, a big chase. Let's see how they approach this chase right from ball 1. Starts off with a wide ball, pitching on to the leg stump for Nikhil. And then the spin did not really help. Nicely played. Shoaib gets the ball and the throw is nowhere. Yash Babani. Full toss ball, nicely drive played in with Z Chunawala. No run on that occasion. Again a full toss ball, hit it across the line, and that will be one bounce into the boundary rope for a boundary. It was Yash Babani this time with that cross-batted shot. Nicely bowled, good change in line and length. Bowling it on the middle stump. Yash did not had a chance to do any kind of footwork there. Again, well bowled, very well bowled, straight in the hands of Abhishek, and he's made stand there for a reason, to stop those quick singles. 1 to go. Full toss ball in the air and just missing Saif. A boundary to end that over, and it will be number 10 on the scoreboard after the end of first over. So Shahrukh here comes to the bowling end. He was a bit of an expensive bowled bit of expensive spell yesterday. But today we'll have to see. They've got good total on the scoreboard, but as I said, there is a big depth in batting for Kandhari Kings. There's Arjun who's already ready. There's Shiraz yet to come to bat. There is Bhavik. There is Fa, Sanket. A lot of good batsmen waiting for their chance. Starts off with a wide. And I think yesterday exactly this was the problem with Shah Rukh. He was bowling those extras. Very well bowled this time. Bang on the middle stump. This is a very bad delivery. And a no ball as well. So all that he'll have to control is those no balls and the extras that are coming up, because he tend to bowl a lot of extras, which won't be healthier for the team here. In the air and a mistimed shot straight in the declare zone, only for a single. So no delivery again, and this is exactly what I was saying. The biggest problem with Shah Rukh these days is he's not able to focus on his line pretty well, because of which he's bowling a lot of extras, and that is giving the batsman an added advantage to hit on that particular delivery, plus a free hit, plus the balls in the over, the deliveries, the number of deliveries increases. Misfield there by Salman will allow them to bowl a second over, and Yash also wanted to go for a third one. He's just bowled 2 deliveries and he's already given 7 runs of those 2 deliveries, and maximum of them have come from extras. That is a very good delivery again. It was a plan for Yash. He wanted to step out and was bowled wider intentionally. And that's a good shot in the gap, and that will be a boundary on the very first ball. 22 runs for the loss of 1 wicket, and Arjun Kandhari right from the very first ball. This time it's not quite middling the bat there, but a single won't be stopped at the same time. Nikhil, 13 runs given already in this over. And that will be a fast as well, and a wide ball as well. In the air, and what a wonderful shot for one bounce into the boundary rope, and that's one more boundary. "18 runs already given in this 5 deliveries. And again a fast ball and a no ball as well. 19 runs given already. One to go in this over. This one's again in the air, and how many runs are they going to gather? 2 runs to end that over. A very big over. 21 runs coming off that over, and a very expensive one from Shahrukh. Brings the score to 31 runs after the end of 2 overs. So it's a power-packed day of a lot of action coming up. The first match, as you're witnessing, is between Sapphire Constructions and Kandhari Kings. The second match, of course, coming up, again a big one. Saffron Army versus Rensa Titans. The third match, of course, is between All Stars and Jupiter 11. Then we have the fourth match coming off today's day is Paladin Royal taking on Undefeatables. And the last match of the day, again, will be All Stars and Viking Warriors. Big matches coming up. 2 matches for All Stars today, and here is a soft dismissal of Arjun Kandhari. He will have to. Is it out? Is it not? It's a not out. It's not a soft dismissal. So the decision has gone for a review, and we'll have to wait and watch. Well, yes, that is a wicket falling down, number 2 for Kandhari Kings. Not a good one for So Bhavik Joshi comes to the center as Siddesh is still at the bowling's end. Nikhil on strike. Again, nicely played towards the deep Zed on the ball, only a single there. And the kind of pace that came in the scorecard, especially the second over where 21 runs were given by Shahrukh. We saw a bit of a hike there. But now again Siddesh applying some speed breakers. And since he was chasing the ball, that is not given as wide. Only a single again. One to go in this over. A wide ball again. This one's in the air, almost hitting the cameraman. Straight in the hands of Saif, and 2 easy runs. And a third one as well, and this time it is a direct hit. And it will be an out. Nikhil won't mind going back to the dugout, but he had to take that chance. Will bring Sanket Rathod to the crease. And now it's time for the big over, the monster over, brought to you by Bikandari Properties and Niton. That is a good striker, straight in the hands of Saif there. Good start to the over. It's a monster over brought to you by Bikandari Properties and Niton. And this is the over where they can easily build up the innings. But at the same time, it is Zed who is at the bowling's end, and he's not given the easy. Tossing the ball in the air, straight in the hands of Shahrukh. Only a single to stop that one. Sanket back on strike. Again tossing it in the air, but the ball turning a mile. And even Zed is surprised that how did it turn so much. What a wide ball to end that one, and it's a good shot, and Saif just missing it. But that's a very good boundary, a very good sixer coming up for Kandari Kings, because this is the over when the score gets doubled up, and you can see already they're 50 up, 55 on the scoreboard. 55 already, and now again Zed. This time straight in the hands of Altaf, and a right move by the fielder to have a fielder shot to this crease way closer. Straight in the hands of Siddesh, only a single will bring back Bhavik on strike. 57 on the scoreboard now. Last ball to go of this monster over, brought to you by B. Kandari Properties and Neton. This time trying to go with the flow of the ball, but completely missing it. At the end of the fourth over, it is 57 for the loss of 3 wickets. So safe here. Oh, this is again a misfield, and I think this has been a consistent issue with Sapphire, because if you have to get those wickets, the very crucial ones, you have to be on your toes to catch those and throw on the stumps. A directed would have been very close if you would have collected on time, but a single on that ball will bring Bhavik on the strike, and he strikes it pretty well. He's a class player when it comes to chasing big scores. This time straight in the front of the bat, and his swing said it all. Wonderful sixer. 64 up for the loss of 3 wickets. A white ball and a single as well. So an extra run taken. And this is what is very special about Bhavik, that he keeps on talking to the non-striker batsmen every ball, almost every ball, to just ensure that the batsman is keeping that focus on and what he has to do next. A mastermind that Bhavik is, was a big appeal by Sufyan behind the stumps. 66. Full toss ball straight in the hands of Shahrukh, only a single there. Anyone's car number 3550 Baleno, you've I think parked in the wrong zone, and that's a wicket falling down. Bhavik Joshi. Double 550 Baleno. Whoever has parked it in the wrong zone, kindly take it out. Double 550 Baleno car. Whoever has parked it in the wrong zone, kindly move it. 3550 Baleno. So a big wicket falling up. Bhavik Joshi is back in the dugouts. That will bring in Dharmesh Panchal to the strike. He's been hitting some good shots, but right now the team needs the best from all these batsmen coming up. 3550 Balino. Whoever has parked it in the wrong zone, kindly move it. 3550 Balino car. Whoever has parked it in the wrong zone outside the turf, please move it. That is a wicket now. Dharmesh Panchal returns back to the dugout. Pressure increases. 2 quick wickets. First is Bhavik on the earlier delivery, and now it is Dharmesh. Will bring in Shiraz Sheikh to the crease. So Shiraz gets a free hit on the ball that he is going to face. The very first ball that he is going to face is a free hit. And again a mistime shot will land up in the declare zone. A single to end that 5th over. It is 69 for the loss of 5 wickets. So now Siddesh comes behind the stumps. And Sufyan comes at the bowling end. 3 exciting overs that are going to come up because it's 69 for 5 and the target is 107. Full toss ball, and do not even look at it when you are bowling a full toss ball because that will be treated and punished the way Sanket right now showed us. Wonderful sixer. And that's one more. 2 on 2. Is he gonna repeat Zed? What Zed did? Is he gonna repeat that? 2 on 2 now. 81. Nicely tapped. Shiraz will have to hurry, but he completes that run very easily. 82 runs already on the board. How about that? A confidence by Sanket to hit those 2 wonderful sixes on the very first 2 balls. This time it is Shiraz. He is a brilliant timer of the ball, and this shot was pure exclusive example of how good a timing can be. Not much power on that, but great timing. One more. Well, are they going to finish this very early? I think they both are in a hurry to finish this one, and Shiraz is again 2 on 2. 94 that they are up. Only 13 needed. the turn of events here. Now this becomes interesting. Sufyan, expensive over of the lot. We saw the 7th over expensive for Kandhari Kings, and this is the 6th over expensive for one more. He has made all that difference, and 100 up for Kandhari Kings, and what a show by the team. Hundred up for Kandhari Kings, and as I told you in the start, they have a great depth in batting. They've done wonders in the past, and they can do it even now. One bounce into the boundary rope. That's a boundary to start off with. Sanket Rathod. It's 104 already, and only 3 runs to win this one, and that is a win for Kandhari Kings, and they finishes off in style here with that beautiful sixer.
Oh, check. Oh. Oh, check. Hello, hello. Hello, check. Hello, hello, check. Hello, hello, check.